guys, it's Kelly. Hope you're having a great day. Somebody had asked me about homemade gesso. Not gesso, I'm sorry. We know how to make homemade gesso, homemade gel medium. And I've talked about this before, and I'm going to show one more time, for those who missed it, how I do it. I've run out of gel medium before. It stinks. But when I found this out, and I've been using this for years and years and years, and it works very good. And honestly, if you read what's in gel medium when you buy it, you can buy Glossier Matte or Collage Podge or Mod Podge, whatever. This is a great alternative. And especially I see people using old like peanut butter jars and you know, that kind of thing to keep their homemade Mod Podge and homemade gesso and stuff in. This is another great thing on what to do. All you do is you take white school glue, and you don't want to use the washable school glue because that's you know, water breaks it down, and you don't want that. You want the regular multi-purpose glue. I think that it might even come in, I know my glue stick comes in Extreme, but all this is glue all. The, you know, regular, you can buy it at dollar store, store brand, whatever, very inexpensive. Go to the craft store, use your coupon. I'm just going to mix a little bit in here. I'm going to show you how it works. If I can get it to squeeze out, because I'm always there we go. And I'm just going to show you a little bit. What you'll do is it's usually, you want to get it to the consistency that works for you. It's going to be hard to squeeze out. It must be clogged a little bit, which happens. So you might want to take the lid off. And just squeeze, you know, if you're going to mix a whole batch. There you go. I usually do 3 parts. I start with 3 parts of the glue to 1 part water. So you see, and then I just kind of eyeball it. And then take your brush, or if you have a stir, you know, whatever, and mix it up. Might have added a little bit too much water, and we'll just add more glue. The water is to make it spread. And I did add too much water because I used my water bottle, and I should have been a little bit more. But see, here's the great thing, no harm done, because now I'll just squeeze out more. I'm going to do a project today anyway, so it'll work out good. A lot of people can't afford the gel mediums and that type of thing. Now if you want, you can add some glitter in here or some mica, sticking it up. And you want it to be, you know, thick. Probably a little bit thicker than this, but I'm not really too concerned about it. So start off 2 parts glue, 1 part water, and then go from there. If you want it a little bit thicker, add a little bit more glue, a little bit thinner, add a little bit more water. But I'm good with that. And you just, like I said, you stir it up. And then just go to work. I'm covering this canvas. It's a canvas that I had played on. And I'm just using tissue paper. So I want some of the color to come through. And you can see I used a water-based color underneath because when the water hits it, the liquid hits it, and it'll be whether it's your glue or whatever you use, it comes through the color. So that's no big deal to me. Well, it is a big deal that I don't have my towel here, but oh well. I'm just going to continue. And I love the texture that tissue paper gives. So I'm just going to keep going down. And this is, you know, push it, and if you want texture, and creases and all that kind of stuff, no big deal. If you go over the edge, just put a little bit of glue there, wet it with your brush, and you can always fold it over or just tear it off like I'm doing there. Run your finger just so it stays smooth. And then on the bottom here, wet it with a little bit with your brush. Sandy a little bit of glue under there. And then it'll just tear off. And then you can go on to your next part. And this is tissue paper out of like a shoes or something. I mean, it's like something I saved. And I'm just going to go over and see how far down we can go with this. And on the bottom it's doubled up a little bit, but I don't care. And you can re-wet your brush a little bit with the glue to get on top. And just push it down. And like I said, I like the texture because to me this is just a layer. Now, let's use a piece of, this is regular scrapbook paper. So, I'm going to take my Mod Podge, my faux Mod Podge, which is a little runny. Like I said, measured out a little bit better than I did, but put some on the back, lift it up. You can see my green lifting, but I don't care because this is just covering up my background that I have here so I can continue on. And I'm just going to continue to, I have some, let's see, tissue paper here. Just going to give it a little rip. I rip everything. I'm actually today going to make a package of a small canvas. It's going to be this canvas and some papers, a little kit so you can make a background yourself, and I'm going to have a contest for all my great subscribers. And I'll show that probably tomorrow and then decide how I'm going to do the contest. And then this is just going to stick on here. And this was just a regular piece. I think this is even the Tim Holtz somebody had sent me as a random act of kindness. Now I have a butterfly piece which I'm going to run this way. And you just go over it. And this is essentially doing the same thing as Mod Podge. Now I'm picking up, remember there's a water-based paint on the bottom of this that I use. That's why it's picking up the different colors. Let me take another piece of regular scrapbook paper. I got this wonderful decorative paper from Joanne, a big humongous thing of it for, I think it was $1 or $2.99 or something ridiculous. And I love it. I mean, it's like a pound, literally a pound of paper all torn in pieces. So I don't have to tear it. Okay. Now, because I have a little bit extra water in here, of course, it's going to have to take another second to dry. Let me do one more piece down here. And then what I want to show you, okay, let me rinse my brush. I hate when I can't find my, I'm going to have to use my other thing. Alright, so now I'm just going to use a regular gel medium just to show you. Now, this is of course much thicker, we know that. But you really don't need it to be. Let's take another piece of paper. We'll use this. I'll just use another different brush while that one's in there. I'm going to use this, just a regular gel medium, and we'll put it right here. And you can see it's thick. It's still smearing the same as the glue does. And I'm going to lay it down and go over it. Okay. So, I hate to waste the glue I have on my thing. I mean, there's like stacks of these great little pieces of paper. I'm going to tear this one in half. Just take the rest of the gel medium that's on my thing. Look how quick I did this background, and this is a yucky canvas I was going to throw away. I mean, I was experimenting on, I shouldn't say yucky. That's such a nice artist term, isn't it? And I'm just going over everything. Okay. So you saw I used both. Again, I would put another squirt of the glue, white glue into the water, into this, you know, you can see it's thick, but I would make it just a tad bit thicker. Let's hit it with the dryer, the heat gun real quick. And remember your white school glue, we call it Elmer's here, I call it Elmer's. I know you can go to Walmart and all the art craft stores, whatnot, and buy their store brands. They all work the same. We all have it if we have kids. I even have the washable, you know, school glue gel, the blue one. And they both dry clear. So the white school glue dries clear, you won't know it. It's not going to be necessarily clear on here because it lifted up my base of my watered, I think those were Neo colors I used. I love the way tissue paper works, and I might do a video on that and do like one of the backgrounds I'm going to do and just record it. But I love when you paint the back of a canvas, and you can paint it a million different colors or one color, it doesn't matter. Let's do that up. Fit in there, baby. And then you put tissue paper over it. Because look how pretty that looks with it coming up. I'll have to hold it up because of the light. But I love the colors coming through it. And you don't want to hit, you know, if you have a hair dryer, it works much better than a heat gun because if the heat sits too long on one area, it starts lifting it. But I just wanted to kind of... Now let's see. Now of course it's going to need a little bit more time to dry, but you use this, and look, not coming out. This is the gel medium right here. This one is the gel medium. This is the glue, the white glue, and the gel medium. Same effect. Now this one, you can see it's moving a little bit, and that's only because it just needs some more time to dry. Another couple minutes, it'll be completely dry. If you want to, boy, I am colorblind, my daughter's right. Because my colors must be off, I don't know. Because it's a beautiful shade of orange down here. That's that tissue paper with the music notes on it. Look how beautiful that comes through. Look how beautiful this butterfly came through. Just tissue paper. And I have so much tissue paper. I think I might even throw some tissue papers in with my gift, with my prize, because it's so much fun to work with. I love using tissue paper. But this definitely needs to dry a little bit more. But it's the same thing. So don't go crazy thinking, oh no, I have to have gel medium. Is it nice to have gel medium? Yeah. If you have a coupon and you have a couple extra bucks, buy yourself a gel medium and use it. If you're going to make stuff to sell or whatever. You know, if you want to. If you don't have the money, don't feel sad and that you can't do it. Just take your white glue, mix it with water. Like I said, start off, you know, mine, like I said, you know, I'd probably, let me just do a little bit more in here just to show you. I want to show you the consistency. Because you want it obviously thicker, more thicker, is that even a word? More thicker than not. Gosh, I can't find my, I almost cursed, my rag to dry my, I really got to clean this one. Yeah, that's thicker. I mean, see how thick, how much thicker it is? And after you mix it out, you can then put it in your jars that you save, whether you have sauce jars, you know, whatever kind of jars you have. And I'll save this and I'll use it in something else. So there you go. That's a real quick, you know, I use this all the time. I've used it on paintings I've sold, and on my art journal. Sometimes I'm lazy and my gel medium's like clean across the room on the shelf, and I don't feel like getting up, but my glue's right in front of me. And it works. Now, also something really cool. I want to make sure this is dry before. Now tissue paper takes a little bit longer always to dry. But something else that you can do that's really cool, once you get your thing done, like, this is like the beginning of something I'm doing, which you guys will see, I'll have a picture of it on my Facebook. But when you're all done, and, as long as you use permanent paint, anything watered, anything with water, whether you use gel medium or you use this technique with the white glue and water, anything that you use that's water soluble will smear. I always like to put a Krylon fixative on it, so if I was going to go on from here to paint over top of it, and not want these colors to bleed through what I was going to do, I would spray a real quick fixative over it. Krylon's who I use. People I know use hairspray they buy from, you have to use aerosol hairspray from the dollar store, and it works exactly the same, because all you want that to do, because it's a clear shellac, it's acrylic, like a gloss coat, all it does is it just seals this bottom coat, so then you can work on top of it. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. Once this fully dries, probably in a good 20 minutes when I know it's fully dry, I'm going to give it a quick spray and then start working on top of it. So that's my gel medium, and depending on my mood, maybe I'll do, and the weather, because we've been having storms like crazy, I will come back and maybe keep working on this and make another video. But there you go. White glue, water, works great. Make a big container of it. You can buy a big bottle like this at the store. You don't add the the baby powder, for the gesso and all that. All it is that and water. And I have used it for years, and I have never had an issue. Again, I have gel medium, but it's expensive, and I try to pick and choose when I use it. And like I said, there's been many times I'm just too lazy to get up and get it. So, and look how, this is stuck down. It is not going anywhere. And this is my, so that tissue paper takes a minute to dry. This would be my third layer, because I had an orange layer, and then I put things on stamps and stuff on top of it, and then my papers are my third layer. So that's so easy. So I'm already 3 layers in, so we'll see where I go from here. And I will be using this once it's set. So thank you guys so much. I hope this helps you guys. Leave me any questions, and try it out yourself and let me know. Bye. Hey guys, it's Kelly. Hope you're having a great day. Somebody had asked me about homemade gesso. Not gesso, I'm sorry. We know how to make homemade gesso, homemade gel medium. And I've talked about this before, and I'm going to show one more time, for those who missed it, how I do it. I've run out of gel medium before. It stinks. But when I found this out, and I've been using this for years and years and years, and it works very good. And honestly, if you read what's in gel medium when you buy it, you can buy Glossier Matte or Collage Podge or Mod Podge, whatever. This is a great alternative. And especially I see people using old, like, peanut butter jars and that kind of thing to keep their homemade Mod Podge and homemade gesso and stuff in. This is another great thing on what to do. All you do is you take white school glue, and you don't want to use the washable school glue, because that's water breaks it down, and you don't want that. You want the regular multi-purpose glue. I think that it might even come in, I know my glue stick comes in Extreme, but all this is glue all. The, regular, you can buy it at the dollar store, store brand, whatever, very inexpensive. Go to the craft store, use your coupon. I'm just going to mix a little bit in here. I'm going to show you how it works. If I can get it to squeeze out, because I'm always